Hello, everybody, welcome to Monarch. My name is Sam. If I asked you how you were doing today, I hope the answer would be that you were doing good. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my 5 biggest regrets from my first year at university, to try to support you guys in your decision making for your uni life. Whether you're in your freshers year or your final year, to be clear, my list is not in any particular order, so enough stalling, let's get into it. So coming in at number 1, my first regret from my first year of university is not joining a society. At the start of the year, you will likely have a societies fair no matter what university you go to. This is where you can go and look at all the different clubs run by your peers and the Students' Union. After the societies fair, however, I struggled to decide how interested I would be in some of the different clubs, and ended up picking none of them. Not my smartest idea. But it was to avoid having to pay a membership fee for a club if I'm not going to attend all of the socials, so I was basically debating how much I would enjoy each club, and ended up going with none of them because I wasn't sure. Because of this decision, though, I didn't get to meet many people outside of my flatmates and my course mates, and because of that, I had a very small social group for the whole year, basically. So, pretty much do what everyone says, and not what I did. Join a society. It's a very good opportunity, and I am doing one this year. In fact, I'm joining 4 if all goes to plan. Do it from your first year, not just your second year like me. Coming in at number 2, my second regret is leaving all of my assignments until the last minute. I know this one seems a bit cliche, but seriously, in my first semester, I had 3 assignments all due in on the same day. I didn't start any of them until the week before they were due in. So, obviously, this led to me trying to focus on all 3 of them at the same time, and struggling to meet the deadline for any of them. From my second year, I plan to actually start my assignments the second I get them, basically, and then gradually add to them as I get more information throughout the year. So, definitely, if you're planning on starting university soon, or you're already there, don't leave everything till the last minute. It's not a good idea. I'm not sure if I really needed to be the one to tell you that. Apparently, I needed to tell myself that. Seems quite self-explanatory when you think about it, but don't leave it till the last minute. Coming in at number 3, my third regret from my first year is not pushing myself out of my comfort zone, especially in social settings. So, as a very introverted person, in my first year I struggled to talk to new people throughout the year, and as I said before, this meant that after I'd made just a few friends on my course, and then began getting along with my housemates, I didn't really go anywhere. I didn't try to make friends. And as I said before, this led to me having a very small social group. So, yeah, not great. I just regret not trying, not going out and purposely trying to make friends. So yeah, this year I'm challenging myself to make conversation with more people, especially in my course, as I had like 2 friends all year on my course. So that's my plan, and I suggest maybe you try to do the same if you're an introverted person. Try to talk to some people. I know it's hard. I'm definitely a bit nervous about it, but that's my plan. That's my New Year resolution? New academic year? I don't know. Yeah. At number 4, my 4th regret is not staying in contact with my old friends from back home. So, bit of a silly one, but after I moved to university last year, I pretty much stopped talking to the people I knew from back home. And because of this, by the time I came home for Christmas, I was quite distant with the other people. Like, I wasn't hanging around with them much. They were doing other things and they didn't really have time. So, yeah, just make sure you don't cut people off if you're planning to still be friends with them in the future. Don't really know why I did that. Just seemed to be what happened. I guess the distance literally made us grow apart, and yeah. Try to stay in contact with people though. I have remade friends with them, so it's not all bad if you suddenly don't talk to them, but try to stay in contact. It'll be nice to have that connection to back home, I think. Coming in at number 5, in my final regret from my first year is skipping too many classes. So, bit of a bad boy, I know. Throughout my first year, I got quite bored of certain modules on my course, typically due to it being very similar to what I learnt in my A-levels. So, due to this, I made the decision to avoid going to certain lectures and seminars. This obviously had a big impact on my understanding in particular modules, with the one module that I skipped the most, lectures, being the only module of my entire first year that I had to resit the exams for. So, for this reason, I'd strongly advise don't skip a lot of lectures. Even if your attendance is not mandatory at your university, just just take the initiative and don't follow in my footsteps. Don't miss your lectures. There's no point. So yeah, with that, we've reached the end of the list. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed so far. Please subscribe. It would honestly mean a ton. With this being a very new channel, your engagement will allow me to know that you want more videos just like this. So I'll get to making the videos you want to see. So until next time, remember to stay educated.